I used to drive in my real life. I did. I'm not sure if you have a car and drive IRL. I used to drive IRL. I didn't crash it that many times. That many times? Yeah. I meant what I said. I can't fucking see anything in first person because of this fucked up thing. You're not sure if you believe it? I'm serious when I say that I didn't crash it that many times. Like, all I'm gonna say is it was more than twice that I crashed my car. But I wasn't at fault for all of them. There was at least 2 times that I wasn't at fault. There were at least 2 times that I was at fault, though. But I didn't get into that many crashes. And I only hit other people twice. The number 2 is coming up a lot here, but it's true. How many crashes total? Not that many. Only, not that many. Who wants some new Aoife lore? I'm trolling. I didn't crash 5 times. I crashed it twice. I spun out a couple times. I got crashed into twice. Spun out? How? I was vibing. I was vibing. What do you mean? I was just vibing with it. Like, I was having a good time. It wasn't an icy road. I took a corner that you're supposed to take at like 40 at 80. So no seatbelt either. No seatbelt neither. Oh boy. That was I'm not gonna lie, my life flashed before my eyes during that one. Oh boy. Just to be clear, I'm a seatbelt gamer. I'm a big time seatbelt gamer. This just happened to be one of the only times in my entire life where I forgot to put it on. Like, I just forgot. Like, I'm a big seatbelt gamer. I just had like an ADHD moment coming home from university and I forgot about it. It was a classic ADHD moment. There was another time I sneezed while driving and I almost crashed, but that was not my fault. Like, I sneezed. Like, what do you want from me? Like, I literally sneezed. But the essential story was... I need paint for this one. Okay, we're gonna need to go to paint for this. I'm sorry. Okay. So the idea was... There's a street, okay? And this right here is traffic lights. There's the traffic lights, all right? Are here. And we're driving. Oh, no, that's not what the street looked like. I remember now. Okay? So the street looks something like this, okay? It looks something like this, all right? And up here we have, of course, our little traffic light, okay? Like this, right? And what we have here is a turning lane. It's called a turning lane, so it's a 3-lane street. This one's going this way, right? This lane's going this way, this lane's going this way. And we have in here a turning lane, all right? Now, I don't know why this happened. I don't understand why. But a motherfucker in this lane with their car decides that they're going to stop their car right here, okay? They're gonna stop their car here and open their door. Like this. So their car is stopped here. All right? With the door open. So every motherfucker here is going into the turning lane. The arrows are facing the wrong way? No, they're not. The arrows are facing the right way. Oh, no, you're right. They are the wrong way. No, you're right. You're right. You're right. Let me fix it. Let me fix it. I forgot. You're right. You're right. You're right. No, you're right. You're right. You're right. No, you're right. You're right. You're right. No, you're right. You're right. Okay? So this motherfucker is stopped on the road with the door open. So every single car here, every car is doing the same thing. Every car is going into the turning lane and back into this lane to go around this guy, okay? Everyone is doing this. It gets to be my time. I'm behind him. I go into the turning lane. I go into the turning lane to go around this guy. And then I go back into here. But guess what happens when I go into the turning lane to go around this guy? A person on this side of the road says, I want to turn. I want to turn. So they go into the turning lane to turn. So now I'm driving around this guy to go into this lane, and there's a motherfucker driving at me. So I, of course, don't want to run into this guy from the front. So I zoop back in to this lane, right? I just do a quick adjustment, whoosh, and I whoosh back into this lane. Problem solved, right? Crisis averted. Except for the fact that this light is fucking red, and there's another dude parked here, like stopped here. So now there's another car stopped here. And I fucking hit him in the back. I fucking hit him. I rear-ended him. Now, was I at fault? Yes. I was at fault. However, and did I have to pay the entire price to fix both cars? Yes, I did. However, the situation was fucked from the beginning. So, yes, it was my bad, but like, this shit was fucked up. Rayquaza waiting on top of the building for his encounter. What? What the hell? What the fuck? Yeah, like, so when I had an at-fault accident, this is what happened to me, okay? Now let me give you an example of a not at-fault accident that I had. Let me give you another example. So I'm at the store, okay? Well, I'm at the store, so there's a bunch of stores, and it's like, you know, there's a bunch of different buildings here, right? And there's like, you know, these are all different, like, you know, building A, B, C, D, etc., okay? And out here, we have what is known as I never ever claimed car insurance ever. So my insurance never went up. I had really cheap insurance because I never claimed a single time. What we have here, okay, people, is known as a parking lot. Alright, so it looks something like this. For the uninitiated. For those who have never seen one of these before, it looks something like this, alright? It looks something like this. Now, I'm over here in my little rad car. I had a rad car, okay? So I'm over here in my little... I can't even fucking... I don't know how to draw a fucking overhead of a fucking car, okay? I'm doing my best here. Alright? I'm doing my fucking best. I'm over here in my little rad car. And I'm just kind of sitting here. Alright, I'm parked. I'm parked right here. And I'm sitting in my car. I'm inside the car, okay? I'm sitting inside the car. I'm vibing. I just bought snacks at the store. So I'm sitting here, I'm sitting in my car. My car is turned off. My car is not on. It's turned off. It's not on. And I'm just sitting in my car with my little snackies, and I'm just eating a little bit of a snacky real quick. Just having a quick snack. All right? So, motherfucker comes along in the big ass SUV like this, okay? And they pull up here. They put that shit in reverse. And they just reverse. And I'm watching it happen in real time. I'm like watching this car slowly reversing towards me. There's no other cars in the parking lot. There might be like one car here or something. There might be like one other car parked here, maybe. And like maybe like a car over here or something. So there might be like 3 other cars, but otherwise it's like just me, and I'm just watching this SUV just reversing towards me, just staring at it until eventually they fucking slam into me. And they just fucking smash my car. Just absolutely smash into it. They fuck the car up completely, of course. And then the girl gets out of the thing and she starts having a mental breakdown. Because she starts losing her mind, and I'm like, it's okay. Like we don't have to talk about insurance. Like I'm not gonna contact your insurance. Don't worry. Like we're not gonna do. Don't worry. It's okay. No, we didn't even go through insurance. I think she ended up. It took her like, I don't know how long, but it took her like, I think like 2 or 3 months to pay me back for it. Because she didn't have the money. But, it was whatever. It's not that big a deal. But, yeah. The best part about the other one, remember the other story I told you where I had the first car accident? I can't pull it up anymore. But the guy that I rear-ended had unironically just got out of the hospital for a work accident where his arm was, like, burnt. So, he's, like, in the passenger seat, right? And his friend is driving him because he was at the hospital. So his arm is in a cast because his arm got burnt at his job. And I rear-ended him, and he's like, and he was so chill, but he's like, honestly, it's funny that this isn't even the worst thing to happen to me today, is what he said. He was like, this is not the worst thing. It's not even the worst thing that happened to me. So, he was chill as fuck about it, yeah. It was fine. But yeah, those are 2 of my accidents. What other accidents have I got into? Okay, I'll give you one more. This is another one of me being at fault. This is another Aoife B at fault accident. I think I've talked about this before on stream. I have to have talked about this one. This is the fucking 10 p.m. college class during a snowstorm. I have to have talked about this before. So let me set the scene. I'm in university, and I believe it was a science class. I think it was a science class. I could be wrong, though. But I think it was a science class or something. No, it was economics 101. That's what it was. It was economics 101. Okay? No, it wasn't economics 101. I think it was macroeconomics. It was macroeconomics is what it was, okay? First year class, macroeconomics. And I had this class at 7 p.m., okay? 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. All right? It's winter in Canada. I have to drive 30 minutes to get to school. And this time, there's a snowstorm. Okay? There's a snowstorm. So, I'm driving to school in a snowstorm to go to my econ class at 7 p.m. It is pitch fucking black outside. There is no light. It is snowing like fucking crazy. I can't see anything. I drive to school. Guess what? The teacher canceled the class. I didn't know. But the teacher canceled the class. I didn't get to read the email because I was too busy driving. So the class is canceled. So now I'm driving home. And I'm driving home from school, and I'm driving on this road, okay? And the road is like, you know, I think it's a 4-lane road. So it's something like this, okay? So lane, boop, lane, boop, 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 thing, boop, 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 thing, okay? And I'm driving, and I'm here. I'm driving like in this direction. And it's snowing. So there's a bunch of fucking snow that's all over the road, right? But the plows have been doing their thing, and they've been plowing, right? So they've been plowing while it's snowing, of course. And so there's this big fucking mound of snow over here, piled up, right? Because that's what the plows do. They push all the snow outwards like this, right? So there's a big pile of like mounds of snow. So I'm driving, and the visibility is so fucking low. And as I'm going, my wheel hits like here, like this part of the snow. And the resistance of the snow, like, snags my wheel. I don't know how else to describe. Like, I'm driving in a straight line, and the resistance of, like, the big pile of snow makes my wheel snag in this direction. So my car juts like this as I'm driving. It just fucking juts like this. Yeah, probably a big chunk of ice. It just fucking juts and fucking whacks into the curb, and my wheel breaks. Like, my actual, the right front wheel broke. So, that was my bad, I guess. That one's on me. But that was my other at-fault accident. That one's my bad. So, yeah. The wheel was like, you know how the wheels are normally like this shape in the car? The wheel looked like this afterwards. Like, it was like sitting at this angle. It was like that angle after it happened. It was crazy. Yeah, I don't know. But that was the tire. Anyway, the time I spun out, I was once again driving home from university, and the road kind of goes like this, okay? The road goes like this. And also, in terms of elevation. Yeah, it was the axle. Yeah. In terms of elevation, what you have to understand is that we're not just like dropping, like, it's not curving, right? It's like the road is like going like this in terms of height as well, right? Like, it's moving down as well in terms of elevation simultaneously. So this is not just curved. It's not just a band. It's like in 3-dimensional space, it's also lower, right? Now, there's a big yellow sign here, and that big yellow sign has the numbers. If we magnify this, okay? When we magnify it, it says, in big letters, 40 mph turn, okay? It says, take this turn at 40. In big letters, take this turn at 40. Now, the road itself is an 80. So I'm cruising at a cool 80 miles per, or 80 kilometers an hour. I'm cruising at a cool 80. Whoops. Cool 80. And then I get here, and I just don't slow down. I must be zoned out, because I don't even have my seatbelt on. I must have just zoned out, because I just go down, and then I whoosh around here, and I think it had been raining as well, so I think the road was wet. But as I get to about here, the back of my car just slips out. So you know how the car is normally like, you know, it's normally like this going down. So my car goes like this, and I like epic Tokyo drift this motherfucker. Like, in the most insane way. I like swoosh around like this. I go like this, okay? And then I complete a 180-degree turn, and I end up on the wrong side of the road, facing the wrong direction at the end of it all. And I just think that it was pretty epic. It was kind of cool. I made it out of the pit too. Like, I came back up to the regular height. My car had done like a complete whoosh around. It was pretty scary though, because can I go to green or whatever? It was pretty scary though, because like here is like there's like grass here, and up here is like a hill. So it starts out up here at this elevation, but it rapidly decreases in elevation. Like this is like a big pit, and then in here is like, it's not water. I don't know what else, I don't know what to call it, but it's like a big muck pit right here, right? Like it's a big mud pit in here. So this is like a steep drop. So if my car had kept sliding, I would have slid down the edge of this, and I would have slid all the way down into the pit, and I would have, yeah. It was pretty scary, I'm not gonna lie. It was a spooky time. It was a spooky era of Aoife B's life back then. That was a scary one. Would have got poisoned. I didn't have a seatbelt on. If the car flipped over, I could have easily been seriously hurt. And the car could have flipped, like the elevation, the car could have tumbled. So I could have, yeah, it could have been spooky, scary for sure. Do I have any more car crashes that happened? Do I have any more that happened? Off the top of my head. I feel like I got hit by someone another time, but I don't remember. Oh, I think I got rear-ended one time, but the guy drove away. And I checked my car for damage, and I didn't really see any damage. So I just was like, oh, okay. I definitely... I remember... Yeah, I think I remember that one. It was that, like, I was going for breakfast, and I'm pretty sure I got rear-ended. But I didn't see any damage, and the guy drove away, so it was like... Huh. Okay. Guess I'll just, move on with my life after that one. Yeah, if there's no damage, I guess. Wait, no, I didn't mean to unpause. I haven't done this in real life. Chat, check this out. What am I gonna do here? I'm so excited to see what she decides to do. Okay, that's a crazy move. That's a good one. That's a classic. Tokyo Drift. The screaming.